Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name is Raynday, and today I'm going to walk you through the Divios phenomenon, or what I like to call Ratatoskr might actually be good if you know how to use them. I think a lot of people in this day and age, especially with Ratatoskr's Rekit coming up, think that he's worthless, and it's pretty easy to go with the consensus mentality and just agree that he's worthless. But I'm going to show you some Sapphire gameplay that begs to differ. I'm actually going to suggest that Ratatoskr may not be the worst god in the game. In fact, he actually has been outperforming Hercules in several stats. They didn't release what it was, but they did confirm Ponpon on the Twitch that he was outperforming Hercules. So they had to buff Hercules because Rat was doing better than him. So what is the truth? I think a lot of scenarios and things contribute to the fact that Ratatoskr is considered the worst god, but I don't necessarily think it's inherent in his kit. A lot of the things that I think have to do with it are community perception. One of the things I brought up in my top 5 reasons why OP God releases are good for SMITE. Now, Ratatoskr is not necessarily the perfect example because he's one of the gods that's been released and was nerfed so hard to the ground after that people pretty much got him out of this category where they placed gods that they thought were really, really good. He left that immediately once he basically got his value nerfed in half. And people just found other options. I'm not saying Kali or Serket or Naja aren't great picks. What I'm saying is I think Ratatoskr may have more of a place than you think, and especially in the casual mode. If you're not a pro, if you're not playing ranked every day, you can use Ratatoskr and do really well. I want to give you that confidence. Do not think that he is a bad character. I'm going to show you why. With this build, with Sapphire Acorn, if you want to use this, I've been playing with this Acorn exclusively for the last little bit, as well as Topaz, which is the stun, because I find a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. Personally, when Divios broke out with Ratatoskr as an Emerald Acorn, I happened to have done a build 5 days before that. I don't think it was related. He's been doing that before, but it was just a nice coincidence. When he actually did that build, as you guys see, I'm going into the back camps here in Clash and just basically farming up. One of the things I love to do in Clash, just make sure when you're in that jungle role, getting the blue buff, going back to lane, getting the back camps which spawn every 1 minute. So you want to make sure you're maximizing the efficiency on that XP, so you basically get yourself up to a high level as soon as possible because your early game is going to be nice as Rat. Now, what I was saying is Divios played a god that people considered bad, but he did it in a way that surprised everyone. Now, why was it a surprise? Because it wasn't in the pros library of gods. People don't know how to play very well as him, and therefore they don't know how to play very well against him because he's not seen. They don't have to worry about facing a Ratatoskr, so they don't have to practice against one. So when you bring one out that's good, that you understand his mechanics, you are then going to be successful. Now, the Mercury is in trouble here as the Xingqiang goes and aggresses, and it looks like we may have to force his ultimate, and we do. I go up into the air, and I'm waiting. I'm just biding time. My team is about to jump down. I have my ultimate still going. I could stay up in that tree for so long, and we get the kill on a Sir 8-biter, and I go back to my lane. Now, one of the things that I did perfectly there that I want to explain to you is I caused tension. I created a dynamic by staying up in the air for so long. A Ratatoskr can stay up in the air, I believe, 3 seconds each branch, and he can go to 3 branches. So what that means is he can stay in the air for about 9 seconds. That's a long time to be under your tower trying to juke and dodge. We've all been there. Somebody's diving us into the tower. We're like, all right, where do I go? You know, I'm trying. Sun Wukong jumps up into his cloud, and we're like, oh, let me try to juke this out. Ratatoskr can be there for 9 seconds. At that point, there's enough time for your team to rotate. There's enough time for you, if you're in trouble and you're up in the air, to have people call for help. So I love taking the time when necessary. Do not be afraid to do that. I've seen some Ratatoskrs go from branch to branch to branch really quickly and then wait. Like they want to now they want some time. As a Ratatoskr player, what you might want to do, I'm going to say Rat because sometimes I pronounce him incorrectly and my man always gets me. As a Rat player, what you want to do, and that doesn't sound good, a Rat player, what is that? That doesn't sound great. Doesn't that sound sexy? Okay, anyways, if you're playing this flurry god who throws nuts in your face, that's better. If you're playing this flurry god who's throwing nuts in your face, you want to take your time on your branches. Don't rush to that. One of the great things about his ultimate through the cosmos is it's got a lot of time in there. And just like Rama's ult, where it can buy him time in a bad situation, it keeps him stationary, but it buys him time. And it could be for offensive usage to group your team, or it could be to defensively go ahead and get out of here. Or offensively go ahead and bait a target and bait rest of his teammates. Now I'm going up into the air. I see the Soul's in a bad spot. I'm taking my time. I've got 3 seconds here, but I know Soul's going to be retreating, and I dunk down onto Dika, and I throw it down and actually pop some sprint so I can get away from Hooter, and he's got a double kill there. It looks like took out Prometheus and Nightmare Reborn, so I want to get out of there. I'm going to head back to base, and now I'm going to look to grab my boots. Now, with my build, I'm grabbing Sapphire Acorn, and what that does is it creates sticky bombs. Now, this build is going to really turn dangerous once I finish my Sapphire Acorn. Right now, I don't, and a lot of people will rush Acorn. One of the things I can tell you is that I love Transcendence in this build. I love the power spike from it earlier in the game, and so what I'll do is pick up boots and Transcendence typically before I finish my Acorn. Now, you could obviously say, you know what, I'd like to build boots first so I have the movement speed, and then I'll build Acorn. But if you use your dashes correctly, you'll be able to actually have enough mobility, I think, to be able to get out of any tough situation, especially in Clash and other things like that. So you see here, the Opal Acorn is what we're looking at, and what is most normally used, but we're going with the Sapphire Acorn. Now, what's that's going to do? 50 power and 10 penetration. Quite a bit of damage on that one item. That's almost the max physical power you can have on an item, save Transcendence, fully stacked, or yeah, I believe that's pretty much the max physical power that you can have on an item. So it's quite a lot, and he's going to be getting as a buff. And one of the things that's great about that is if you do decide to build that early game, you will still get a power spike from that, and you will have your sticky bombs more so. I just love the fact that I'm able to start already. I have 13 stacks on Transcendence. It's only 5 minutes into the game, 6 minutes into the game, so I feel really good about that, and my damage is only going to increase. I've got those 2 early kills, and I figured because of that gold, I'm going to be good. Now, Jingwei goes to a bad spot chasing that Chronos. I'm here on her. I throw my bombs into her. I dash past her, and that's the kill. I also dash past the Mercury, and Prometheus takes him out. The Hades is here. He's got nowhere to go, so he decides to go into his ult. He's pulling us both in. I jump back down, and I think I've got the kill, but I don't, and I actually don't throw my acorns. Now, that was a misplay. That was a misplay. I should have thrown my acorns because they were available. They were up. If I would have got the kill. I would have gone 4-0. I would have got that extra gold. My acorn would be done easily. I could have started working on my next item. I probably would have really snowballed from that kill. Actually, I would have been able to finish my acorn almost. Close. Would have been close, but what I'm saying is always being aware of the mistakes you make in games. Really good to know. If you almost get a kill, you're like, dang, I should have got that. I was a basic away. I went for a basic attack instead of using my abilities. Don't try and do the hard thing. Do the easiest way, like most efficient thing you can do. If you have to run 2 meters and then try and hit a basic attack, you put yourself out of position. You chasing a god. You waste time. If you could just throw your 3 and it can reach that far, he's got 1 hit away. Throw your 3. Right? You have the ability. We just won that team fight. There's no one aggressing onto us. That was a better decision. Now, the Sapphire Acorn is almost online, and like I was saying, it's a sticky bomb. So what that means is that I'm going to be throwing damage onto somebody, and those acorns are going to be staying either onto that target or staying in the area that they explode. Now I'm here in trouble dashing away from the Mercury, but I've reset my dash and I use it one more time to just add a little bit of space and get away. The Mercury is in a bad spot, and Prometheus, I want to sprint, but he dies too fast to Philos and Wolf. And now Mercury is here. Chronos with the stun, and he's got his number 1. He takes that down, and Spiker gets the kill on the Philos. And now Mercury is almost dead. I'm trying to dive under the tower, but that was a bad decision. I have my ult, but it's too late, and King Nick gets the kill, and I basically did too much there. And now we're down by 1 kill, and we're down by 600 gold. So the things that went wrong in that play were hesitation. I probably should have just backed. I had my ultimate coming up relatively soon. I might have been able to ult back into the fight. I tried to save Prometheus, and he was down. I should have realized that was more of a lost cause. Spiker had some stuff going for him with his Chronos, but I really didn't help in that fight, and I basically just caused myself to die. So being aware of those types of things will make you a better player as well. The positioning when a fight's just a lost cause, whether it's better to back, and then just go ahead and come back with full health. Now I've got my ultimate and I'm ready to use it this time. I hop onto 1 branch, I hop onto a second, the soul goes down, but the Mercury and the Jingwei are still here. I pop onto the Mercury, I've got my acorn now, and you see what it can do. Look at that, Jingwei's in the air, but bam, the sticky bombs take her out. Look at that, give me that revenge on the King Nick, and this turns into a 2-0 fight for us. We're back up 400 in gold, and I am feeling good. And that's what those do. They stay in that area, they stick to gods, and they do double damage. Now, how much damage can this do exactly, Raynday? Like, you're saying this might be a viable way to play Ratatoskr, but I haven't really experienced this being very damaging. In fact, I feel the damage is relatively lackluster. Well, I understand why you think that, but maybe you might be building him wrong. If you're building crit, this and that on Ratatoskr in this way, you're doing this the wrong way. You need to build penetration and cooldown for him. You need to be able to really make sure that your abilities are hitting as hard as possible. It's not about basic attacking here. It's not about critting. It's about making sure that you have as much penetration on your abilities and basics when you do hit them as possible. You see the damage coming out from the sticky bombs there, and it just hurts. The Mercury uses his ultimate and then dashes, and he's in a bad spot. I don't have my sticky bombs yet, but my whole team is here, and I'm taking too much damage from the minions, so I want to back up because I'm just like, it's not necessarily worth it. I want to play smart. I'm 4-1-4, and I'm just about to get online. Now, Rat, again, is going to be surprising people when you do this well. If you don't know how he works, I'll basically run you through a very simple understanding of how Rat's mechanics work. His dash is a dash that can be reset. The reason he got nerfed so badly, if you don't know about his Rekit and why all this is happening and why he got nerfed very badly, because he used to be able to dash very well, so well that it was like too many dashes, like 6 dashes, and he could hit area of effect items onto people. So he could basically, with an Opal Acorn, hit the entire team with Frostbound Hammer, crit them with Golden Bow, and whatever basic attack items, he had. So apply a slow, apply crits, and do it 6 times. Like, that's ridiculous. And so they nerfed it to 3. Now, the dash, when it is 3, it's not 3 dashes. If you just dash right now, if I dash away, I'm done. So you're like, Raynday, wait, where's 3? I pop sprint just to be sure I'm not going to get caught up. But they don't have a Loki or anyone who could basically dive me and catch up with me. So I feel pretty good. Unless Jingwei uses her passive to get back. I'm sure that could freaking catch up. That freaking passive, man. OP, dude. She could probably dive me into the base. But now I go up into the air right now. I'm feeling pretty confident. I land onto the soul. And now I throw, my sticky bomb. I get 1. I dash into her. And the basic attack takes her out. The Hades coming here. And I'm trying to fight the Mercury. And again, here's a misplay. I should have just dashed. Like when I said, when I dash normally, my dash doesn't reset. But when I dash through a player and hit the damage onto them, the dash resets. It could reset up to twice within 10 seconds, but it has to be a new player. So if I dash through Mercury and dash back, that's 2 dashes, but my dash will go on cooldown. But if I dash through Mercury, then dash through Jingwei, I still have another dash. So in a way, if you want to use your dashes so that you can dash through multiple enemies, and then throw your sticky bombs, slow them as well with your blue acorn, which when you buy the Sapphire Acorn, you're going through the blue acorn path. You can go through the blue acorn path, you can go through the other acorn path, which, let's see what I forget the name of it. Is the yellow acorn? It's the yellow acorn. That'll give you more damage on your number 2, but the blue acorn will make your number 2 slow. And so what you can do is obviously have your 2 be more of a utility, dashing through multiple targets, using your sticky bombs as damage. And the Jingwei here, she's in trouble. I throw all my sticky bombs onto her. She's trying to go into her ultimate, but it doesn't matter. She's dead because of the detonate from the sticky bombs and the dash again. My dash is on cooldown, but it's not too long. I've got that Jotunn's Wrath now. The Mercury's in trouble. The Jotunn ultimate comes out, but it's not enough. And I get the kill on the Sir 8 Biter as well, who killed me, and I get my revenge. So anyways, guys, as you guys are seeing, it's a very good thing to start understanding that Ratatoskr has damage. Now, I was talking about his utility and his mobility. I still think he's got a lot of mobility. I mean, Nemesis has 2 dashes, and that's considered a lot. Ratatoskr technically has 2 or 3. And so, obviously, it's not 6. So, in perception, if you're looking at, hey, I had a BMW, and now I've got a Corolla, okay, yeah, it's a downgrade. But if you're looking at, you've got a Corolla, I'm a high school student, I don't even have a car yet, then it's not a downgrade at all. As you see, I'm staying up in the air using my time, making people threaten, and I go into the Jingwei, and my ultimate's there. Oh my god, the sticky bombs take her out mid-ultimate, and that is the damage with this build, guys. This build is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, you see, that's what the sticky bomb effect is, but guys, the damage is real. I literally just 100-0 Jingwei with my combo, landing on her with my ultimate, throwing my sticky bombs and my 2, then dashing through her and dashing. I think I dashed back. I'm not sure if I dashed back or I dashed through her, but now we've got an engagement with the Mercury. He's slowed. I dashed through him one more time to get some more damage, but the Hades is here, and I'm kind of SOL, but I got my dash, and I dashed through him. Very, very nice. And I'm able to back here. I hope I don't get dove by any. Well, I guess maybe I'll stay. These minions are here. Might as well take this XP. I got some Transcendence stacks. Oh, Mercury's trying to back. I throw my sticky bombs onto him. He runs onto me, but the sticky bomb detonate kills him. He's about to kill me, and the sticky bomb detonate. Like I said, guys, hitting twice. It is so important. Mercury had no idea that was about to happen. It is unreal how much you could surprise people, how much damage you could do, how effective it could be, and how much of an issue it can be for players. Because the thing is, honestly, they're going to have to Aegis your damage. Like, they're going to have to Sanctuary your damage if you don't do this. You know how much damage this ability can do, guys? Let me tell you right now. 440 damage. Okay, no big deal. 440 damage total if you get every single acorn. So if you're up close with your acorn blast, your number 3, you throw them all into somebody, 400 damage. 440 is the ultimate through the cosmos. That's max damage on that. It's got 70% of your physical power. So right now I've got 332. That's still a decent amount of physical power, maybe around the 200 something, 250. So the idea is that when you go through your acorns, you see Mercury, he's dead. He's dead. That sticky acorn, he didn't have to run. Like, it's just a death sentence. You know what I mean? It's a death sentence. But how much damage can it do, guys? 400 damage plus 260% of your physical frigging power. What, Raynday? What? Huh? Smite gods, help me? Oh my God. Gotta get back here. But the action is happening. I get the kill onto a Gadika, but she goes down as well as the Philosen. I can't pronounce these names. I'm so sorry, guys. I just cannot do it. I have no idea how to say Philosen Wolf and Attica. I can't get it. Soul and Bellona go down. Hades is here. He pops into his ultimate, but I dash through him. I've got another dash available if I want it because I dash through him and reset my dash, but we're just basically aggressing onto him. He could almost be dead, and he will with those sticky bombs, and a basic attack just seals the deal. I'm unstoppable. I'm 12-2, 6 with the Ratatoskr Acorn. I want Mercury to fight me, kind of. I don't have my stuff reset, but I kind of want Mercury to, oh, he's coming for me, but I got to dash, and I'm going to have to get away. I hope he does not keep pursuing me. Okay, he's not. But anyways, 400 damage plus 260%. 260%. When I go back to base, I'm going to buy a pot. Red buff's going to be up in a second. I'm going to have 370 something magical power. Physical power. That's going to mean that if I do 400 times 260, that's going to be like 1,300 damage in one ability. Like, that's not my ultimate. Do you understand? My ultimate max with that same physical power is going to do maybe 700 damage. With my sticky bombs and Sapphire Acorn, that's going to do near 12 to 1,400 damage onto a single target. I have 1,600 health. Do you understand? I'm level 17. I have 1,600 health. These bombs could potentially, if I hit all of them onto a target, could literally almost one-shot somebody. I mean, it's next level how much damage it will do at this level of power that I have in this game. And I'm level 17. I've got a red pot. I've got a power pot. I've got a power pot, and I've got red buff. I'm 377 damage. You do the math. 377 times 2.6 plus 400. You do the math. Tell me what that comes out to. It'll blow your mind. Ratatoskr Sapphire Acorn, seriously undervalued, underrated, underutilized. And in casual modes, especially, you will have so much fun with this. Now, can you bring it into ranked? That's your choice. I find it kind of sucky that when you want to play Rat in ranked, people berate you for it. They say, you can't do well with this. This isn't good. Like, first of all, you should be able to play whatever god you want. First of all, it's a game. You should be able to do whatever you want. Don't take lip from anybody about playing the god you enjoy most. Please do not. That is not what this game is about. That's not what Smite's about. Anyone who's doing that and berating you for that is not a representative of this company, not a representative of what they want. They want new players playing this game. They do not want people basically saying, yeah, I can only play these 6 gods that are considered okay in the meta because, otherwise people will yell at me and call me a loser and hate on me. Like, no. That is no way any game grows. Guys, if you do that or if you've ever done that to somebody, I'm not getting on you. I'm saying, please don't do that anymore because you want this game to be better. The more money they make, the more gems they sell, the more people, oh my God. And with the Polynomicon basic attack from my Akadika, the soul, I didn't know why I tried to say it again, Akadika. I'm just, man. But anyways, she's dead. Let's put it that way. She's way dead. Polynomicon proc actually from the Chronos hurt that much. It basically 60% life barred her, and I took the rest of the 40 with essentially sticky bombs. We probably could have, with our 2 abilities together, 1 basic attack, my ability would have killed her for sure. And so, like I'm saying, guys, it's not your fault, but I do want you to encourage everyone who's new to play whatever they want to play and to learn through that. And I think we should also have more of an open mind about gods because they're going to rekit Ratatoskr because he's been considered the worst god. But is he really? I love the variation of Ratatoskr. I think a lot of people love this god. And I'm almost scared for the rekit as the Mercury here is trying to escape. I throw my 3. It's GG, baby. GG. He barely had time. I barely had to do a basic attack. I did 1 basic attack. I didn't even have to. I would have landed on him through my 3. He's dead. That's an ultimate. You can land on anybody in Ratatoskr's ultimate. You land on them, do your 3, they're dead. Soul, Mercury. It's like, what? That is insane. And I don't ever see anyone using this against me, so I'm pretty sure no one is going to expect when you do this. The Hades is here. He does get the kill on me at the last moment, so I go 15-3 instead of 15-2, but we get the win. I carry. We're up by 6,000 gold by the end of the game, and you can see that I was basically just unstoppable for this team. Now, like I was saying, guys, there are a couple things I wanted to mention. The Divios effect, where only this pro player can do well with this god, I think is a little misleading. I think that this god, because I think Divio showcased us in the community something important. When you give up on gods, what it means is you've given up on trying to innovate. Smite life, it's all about innovation, but putting things innovation, bringing innovation, and not just to innovate, as my man Gray says from Smite Magazine. Innovation to be efficient, to be effective, not just for innovation's sake. Ratatoskr can be an effective innovation if you learn and use his other techniques and other acorns, because people won't be expecting them. It won't just be a god that you don't know how to deal with, or that sucks. It'll be a god that people don't understand. It's like playing against a new god. It's always difficult because you're not sure what they're going to do with you. Ratatoskr can be the same way if you start checking out the Topaz and the Sapphire Acorn. Now, I want to show you guys some Topaz Acorn gameplay as well, so if you want to see that, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll try and put that together for you guys soon, but because he's getting a rekit, I want to say a couple things. I really hope that they keep the variation of this god consistent. I don't want to change Rat into a straightforward god. I love the fact that he could be played several ways. I just want that to be balanced and to be brought up so people start to play him more. But one of the things that I also love is that people don't play him enough. And that's the beauty of accessing gods that don't have current meta builds or don't have current spots in the way things are played and done, and using them and creating that spot. Isn't that a cool opportunity to go ahead and show people something different? Divios showcased us a great Emerald Acorn Ratatoskr. I love that. This is a Sapphire Acorn Ratatoskr that I think you guys probably haven't seen a lot of doing so well. Where's Topaz? You guys show us the Topaz. You guys go out and play some Rat and dominate with this god. Remember to hit your dashes, reset your dashes. Use your 2 right before you dash so that the acorns follow through to you onto the enemy that you've dashed through. And use your sticky bombs up close so you get the maximum damage. That 1,200 to 1,400 damage. Unreal. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to give a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay tuned for more action, more gameplays, more cool stuff like this here at Raynday Gaming. Thanks so much, guys, for watching, and as always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you guys next time.